This is the Monday edition of the News Roundup, brought to you by EONI and Ronde Hospital.
Hey Eastern Oregon, thanks for joining us. I'm Alex McCadden.
And I'm Bree Troutman. Immigration has been a heavy topic recently in national news, with many differing opinions and views. Jason Link, the youth and young families pastor from the Valley Fellowship Church here in La Grande, join us on Eastern Oregon Alive's talk show, Eastern Oregon Talk. Jason is married to Yesenia from Nicaragua, and he shares about their journey in being married there and moving to the U.S. and eventually raising a family here.
You have one side that wants to demonize immigrants, and then you have one side that wants to deify immigrants. And they're both dehumanizing. In one hand, if you demonize them, you're seeing them as inferior, as you have all these incorrect stereotypes against an immigrant. On the other hand, if you deify somebody, you're holding them up to standards of perfection that no one can meet, that you wouldn't even put upon yourself.
Right.
And then you say this is the model immigrant, everyone should be like it. They're human. You want to humanize immigrants.
Right.
That's how you should view them. You should view them as people who care about their kids, who are just as flawed as you and me, who I was part of a community of a lot of people who weren't documented. And they were the sweetest people who literally gave me the shirts off their back. I have a story of a friend. I said, "Hey, that's a nice shirt." And he gave me the shirt off his back. Quite literally. They're so giving. The people that I've been around that have been immigrants, undocumented and documented, have been so sweet to me and my family and given me so much. And they're great people, but humans.
Right.
But humans, with their flaws and their great attributes, they're just people. Mr. Rogers, he has this quote. Legend has it he had a little card that he kept in his wallet or his pocket, and on it there's a quote, and I'm going to butcher the quote, but it says, "You can learn to love anybody, or at least not hate them, if you can hear their story." Mm-hmm. And so I think that's really important for us to hear each other's stories when we cross the borders between one another.
Check out the full Eastern Oregon Talk episode right here on Eastern Oregon Alive. We want you to meet Nick Hackney, a local organic farmer and owner of Mount Glen Family Farm in La Grande. He is passionate about providing the local area with organic produce and encouraging organic practices. Hear Nick's story about the farm and why he thinks organic farming is important.
Well, my name is Nick Hackney. I'm the farmer of Mount Glen Family Farm. This is our first year in market production, and hopefully the first of many. Since 2012, I guess, is when I first started working on farms, but I've been gardening since I was a teenager, and I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. I want to keep doing it as long as I can. So we grow mixed produce, lettuces, tomatoes, bunching greens, onions, all your normal garden truck, strawberries. I'd like to do more berries in the future, but that'll be down the road. We do everything organically. We're not certified yet, but that's something we'd like to work towards in the future. We sell at the farmers market, and I do a small CSA, community supported agriculture pickup, where people sign up in advance and get a weekly produce box delivered to a certain location. They usually pay in advance, sometimes by the week, sometimes by the month. And they get fresh produce all season long. I'd like to next year start selling more to grocery stores around here and the restaurants, and just build a customer base that I can supply and work with for years to come. I feel like it's important for me to grow organically because not growing organically or the chemical agriculture is still pretty new in terms of humans farming. Only about the last 60 years have farmers really been using chemical practices extensively, and we don't know the full extent of how detrimental that is. We're starting to see it a lot, but it's only getting worse and worse.
Watch Nick's full business showcase right here on Eastern Oregon Alive.
Thank you for watching the News Roundup. I'm Alex McCadden.
And I'm Bree Troutman. We'll see you next time on the News Roundup.